back to Open Your Heart, the official Sonic Adventure stream. In honor of Christmas 99, the celebration of the 20th anniversary coming up, Christmas 2019. We're going to continue right along with Tails' story after getting our groove on, very chilly ice cap zone. We're going to see what waits ahead, which, of course, spoiler alert, I already know.
The trade for state.
Well, if it isn't Knuckles. Complete with classy rap music.
Hey, Knuckles!
What's up? What's up, Knuckles? Why did Sonic's voice just play when Tails jumped back?
Just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick!
No time to explain.
No way, Knuckles!
No way, Knuckles. Oh, yeah, this stupid fight again.
Oh no.
Like, part of me wants to give him a chance to defend himself, but then he just makes it too easy.
Give it.
He literally just stood there and moved a little bit. Like, I could swear he used to do more than that. Like, it was never a hard fight, but he used to do something.
Oh no, the
Of course,
emerald!
now this time it's Tails who gets smacked by Knuckles, and then that sends this whole course of events forward.
And they're all mine.
Oh, Robotnik. Always so opportunistic. He was just hiding, like, underneath, like, the pond or whatever, just to come out of there.
That's the emerald!
You two are fumbling idiots. You know that.
He's got a point.
Hey, those are the Chaos Emeralds.
You are so easily tricked. All I
about
did
that.
was wait for you to bring it to me.
Sorry, Knuckles.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
Well, we'll have to find that out in Knuckles' story. Little
Tricked?
cliffhanger.
Tricked? No one makes a fool out of me.
Except for Robotnik on at least 3 separate occasions.
4. Count them. 4.
Robotnik was like going through puberty on that line. Count them, 4! Oh crap, chaos. Oh, Robotnik, is that a new mustache? I love what you've been doing with it. Oh, look at that, it's the chaos thing.
Here, eat them.
Yeah, it's not really explained if he eats the emeralds or what happens to him. It looks like they just kind of go in him.
Oh no! It's changing again! We gotta stop this fast!
Alrighty. We gotta stop this fast. Alright, so yeah, like I said before, Chaos 4, not my favorite fight in the game. At least with Tails, they give you one less hit, so... You don't have to... Oh, as I get smacked immediately. Yeah, this time you only hit him 4 times. I've tried to figure out in my head like what the logic is behind this, because obviously you're going to fight him as Knuckles too, because Knuckles is in this scenario. Like, what, do they each take a turn fighting him, and then it's like Tails gets him last so he has less health? Like, I don't really get the whole scenario where, like, one of the 3 characters fights him. Like, what does Robotnik just watch, and then after all 3 of them beat him, he goes, well, that's going to be tough to recover from. For all this talk about how invincible Chaos is, it seems like no matter how many emeralds he has in him, all you gotta do is like jump on him, like every other Sonic boss. It's kind of my disappointing thing with Sonic Forces, not to get into that whole can of worms. It's like, you know, Infinite's like this big bad guy that nobody can beat, and then Sonic just like homing attacks him like everybody else. It's like, oh, okay, that's all we have to do with today. Hey, who am I to talk? Nope, there we go. Never really got the point of that. Fight is even easier as Tails. You can fly around. There's really no danger of being caught in the water too long. There you go. What's gonna do? Oh, okay, there you go. That one even hit me. It's just like being on Thunder Rapids. Big splash in the face. Thanks for the refreshment, but now it's time to finish you off. Boom! Shakalaka! Yeah. Hey, if the game's gonna be campy, I'm gonna be campy. You just gotta expect it at this point. Hey. I'm sorry, but like 20 years later, that's still pretty nice looking. I know it's out of date, but Robotnik's really never had a finer air carrier, and I'm counting the Death Egg in that. I know the Death Egg is significant, being in the greatest game of all time, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but yeah, pretty legit. Not gonna lie.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier!
You can tell how proud Robotnik is of it.
But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends.
It was Robotnik. Like nobody could stop him in any of that 30 seconds he spent talking, or the really slow tractor beam. It's like 3 against 1. 2 if you count chaos.
Let him get away. Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Yeah! You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of.
That doesn't sound
No
too ominous.
problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Again, what could that
Come
business
on,
be?
let's get going.
We'll have to find out. Let's play Knuckles' story. For right now, get towards Act. See if I can't talk. Sky Chase Act 1.
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
Jeez, you're gonna rude to me, huh? I thought maybe it was a thing with Sonic. So, alright. We've learned a powerful lesson today, my friends. Knuckles is always a dick. No matter who he's talking to.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Other than that one part, this seems more or less the same. I do enjoy the tornado, though. I acknowledge that this is all just like a nostalgia trip for me, but I figure anybody watching this can at least relate to the nostalgia. If you played this game later in life, you might not have really gotten all these references or cared, but I don't know. It's just little things like this still get me. And I mean, even when this game came out, it was a reference to a game from 5 years ago. The whole Sonic jumping on the biplane was like from Sonic 3, so even now, it's kind of old. Like, even the Sky Chase was the level from Sonic 2. It was the first video game I ever played. Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis. Yeah, I've been playing Sonic a long time. I've seen some great Sonic games. I've seen some not-so-great Sonic games. To me, the one area that they've never replicated in terms of this game is the story. The story in this game was great. Like, it was almost like just the perfect amount of story. Like, Sonic 06 tried to be a little too ambitious with the story. I kind of got lost in it. Well, not lost, but it just, I don't know, it just wasn't necessary to that degree. And some of the stories have gotten repetitive, like the whole process of Robotnik bringing back an ancient monster. Like, it's been done like 4 times. It's always kind of the same ending. So, I mean, I won't spoil it for you, but I'm saying, like, this was original at the time. Sonic Adventure 2, to its credit, had a fairly original story, similar basis, but different push and events. I might talk about Sonic Adventure 2 at some point. Probably do more talking during the less pleasant portions of this game, which is the entirety of Big Cat's story, and some of Baby's story. There's still a good amount of the story we haven't even seen yet. We played as Sonic. I mean, I'm doing all the playing here. We've seen Sonic's story, now we're seeing Tails' side of it. But like when we start seeing like Knuckles, we start to learn a little bit more about the lore of Chaos. We start to learn more even from like Amy's story, Gamma's story. It's got like a really unique perspective that I like. I mean, altogether, I mean, it really does combine to make this such wonderful story. I know that sounds like simple to say now, like these kind of games are common now. Multiple playable characters, paths, even games with completely different stories depending on what you do. But I don't know. At the time, this was like fairly, like, I don't want to say unprecedented, but I don't know. I mean, they could have made this game like, you know, just hit Robotnik on the head 8 times and I would have loved it. But just the fact that they, you know, like, went to the effort to give this a whole universe and a feel to it. And it's just a shame they couldn't have expanded on this, like, future Sonic Adventure games or even just future entries in this universe. It's since gone way away from that. Which is fair. I mean, if the games are good, I don't really care what the story is, but just the fact that this had a great story on top of a great game really made it for me. So this is where things begin to branch off, and to me, this is where Tails' story gets the most interesting. This is where Sonic and Tails get shot down by the egg carrier. Of course, we already saw what ended up with Sonic, so now we're going to see what happens with Tails. This just a brief bit before we cut to the next episode, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far. I mean the whole thing, since we've already played 9 episodes of Sonic. So, Sonic, got, in case, you want me to recap it, he got thrown back toward the beaches of Emerald Coast. This is what happened to Tails after his plane exploded. He got sent back in time! Yeah.
Wow, that dream brought back memories. I owe so much to Sonic. Sonic! Wonder where he went. Sure hope he's all right. The tornado's not powerful enough. If I'm gonna get that egg carrier, I need to finish my prototype. It needs a Chaos Emerald to work. Looks like I better find one fast.
Alright, so obviously a lot going on there. That was the story of, I'm guessing, how Sonic and Tails first met, which does line up with the old Sonic 2 manual that, Tails was kind of alone and outcast, and one day he met this really fast blue hedgehog who, he could never hope to be like, and all that stuff. So that was kind of just a brief look into that. This first party didn't report back. We're sending out a second party. I fixed the trolley, so it's work now. So are we all ready for a serious trek into the jungle? I know I am.